Hello, everybody. My name is Jessica Souter, and I am a Senior Operations Manager here at Spokes for Hope Worldwide. In this presentation, I'm going to give an introductory to new and aspiring managers about how to be an effective manager. And the first thing I'm going to go over is the 5 functions of management. So the 5 functions of management are planning, organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling. So for the first one, planning is the focus of what needs to be addressed in the future and creating an action for them. Planning consists of setting something up for today, tomorrow, next week, and etc. Planning is an important forecast for the business of what needs to be done and how we're going to get there. So a great example of this is, for instance, the manager of a big retailer is getting ready for a big Labor Day sale. And in order for everything to go smoothly, he needs to plan appropriately. He makes sure he has all the correct number of employees scheduled to work that day and to make sure they have a rundown on everything that's going to happen so that they are prepared. And then he'll go over concerns with them so that if anything arises, they're already going to be prepared so then the day goes smoothly. That's the most important thing about planning, is making sure that everything is where it needs to be and that we have a running, smoothing shift. So for the next one, organizing. Organizing implements a pattern of relationships between the workers and makes adequate use of the necessary tools to enable the successful implements of the plans. Okay, so a great example of this is a contracting company is getting ready to start a new building. The project manager will first organize the plan for the build before it even starts. She will make sure all the permits are ready to go, all the crews have been assigned to their duties such as roofing, siding, framing, and etc. She will also make sure all the proper tools will be ready to go and in working condition so that they have no issues when they first start, as well as making sure all the material are ready to go so that everything is right there and then the whole project will be smooth. Organization, definitely a very important thing to have figured out and ready to go. It makes everything go a lot easier. So the next one is staffing. Staffing is really, really important. So staffing is the analyst of the job, recruitment and recruitments of people with the skills necessary for appropriate jobs. If necessary, provides or facilitates ongoing training to management and their current skills. For example, a fast food restaurant is looking to hire a whole bunch of new employees for a new business that's starting. The manager will first post that the positions are available. After that, he'll sort through all of the applications that he has gotten, narrow it down to all the qualified applicants. From there, then he will schedule interviews. During these interviews, he'll go over all the details of the job, find out their skills, their experience, anything that they need and have that will help the business. Then from there, he'll go over the budget and find out exactly how many employees he can hire for the business. And then after that, he'll decide who works what shifts and where they'll be training at, so then they'll be ready to go. So then the next one is leading. Leading is to determine what needs to be done to get people to do in situations. A processing team, for example, for a retail store, has a certain goal that they need to hit each day. The leader for the processing team will check the numbers and relay them back to the team so everybody knows what they need to do that day, what their goals are, and how to hit them. They will then assign the appropriate employees to those departments. For instance, if certain employees have more experience in a certain department than another, they'll put them in that department so then we already know it's going to go smoothly and that their goal will be hit. And then she'll assign them out that way. Also, the great thing about a leader is that they'll actually jump in and be hands-on. So say one of the departments are kind of falling behind, they're kind of struggling, that leader will jump in and just help guide them to the goal and jump in and help out as much as they can. Also, she can also move around employees. So say this department's excelling and they're getting everything done right away. So we can pull someone from there because they're doing so great and place them over in this department to kind of help them out to get their goal, and kind of working as a team, balancing it out. So that's a great thing about leaders. And then the last one for the 5 is controlling. Controlling is checking current results against forecasting plans, and where necessary, making adjustments to achieve objectives. An example of this is a processing plant produces a current amount of product to reach their sales goal. As a manager of the plant, they will check the numbers to determine how much they need to produce to hit that certain sales goal that they need. So the next thing I'm going to go over with you guys is the 3 primary management styles. And what the 3 are directing, delegating, and discussing. So for the first one, directing, directing is basically the manager telling the employees what to do. And the strengths of this is full control of the tasks and who do them. A weakness is there's very little opportunity for training. The best scenario for this, which would make it appropriate, is if a business suddenly faces a crisis or an emergency situation, the manager can direct them to the safe and most effective way to fix this. So that would be the best scenario to use that. The second one would be delegating. Delegating is assigning out tasks to other employees and coworkers. Great strengths for this is every employee gets to help out, not just one employee doing everything. So that's awesome. A weakness for this is spreading out tasks may take much longer and take other employees away from other things they may be assigned to. A great scenario for this is the perfect time to delegate would be if a company, for instance, is doing a big clean down. They do it maybe once a year, once every couple months, and the manager of the shift assigns out cleaning tasks to all the employees. So every employee has a little cleaning task, and it spreads it out. And by the time everybody's assigned, all the cleaning tasks are done. And this, what it does is it helps get it done faster. Instead of just a couple employees doing a big scrub down and a big deep clean, they're all assigned out, so they all have little ones, so they'll get it done quick and be able to go to their job assignments. And then this is like the perfect way to delegate out jobs. And for the last one would be discussing. Discussing is interacting with your employees and ask them how things are going and what could change and how to make things more easier and effective. A strength for this is a perfect opportunity to learn the positives and negatives with your employees and solutions on how to solve those. A weakness would be poor communication or hesitation from the employees to open up about issues and concerns going on in the workplace. A great scenario for this, which would be appropriate, would be a production line that moves at a fast pace, where employees stand in one spot for their entire shift. This would come in handy to make sure they're comfortable, or if they have any ideas, to make it more easier and effective to help save time and get the job done very easier and smoother. So that concludes our production today. Thank you everybody for listening and participating in this, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you very much.